This is Saturday, March 14th. Good morning to you. Should be an awesome day for everybody today for just about everything that you want to do. Went out and did chores this morning, played with the dogs, drank my coffee, took a little extra time because it is gorgeous out there. It is going to be that way today. We're going to get up into the low to mid 70s for most of us. We have a little bit of a southeast wind that's going to start picking up as we get through to the afternoon. Could have some wind gusts up into the 20s today, but all in all, just a beautiful day. Nice and clear and even seasonably warm tonight. We're going to get down into the 50s, but again, dealing with breeze and wind, and that's going to be one of our major themes as we start to talk about tomorrow's forecast. This is crazy. We're going to begin with the severe weather outlook that you see over there next to me and talk about that in the afternoon. And then I'm going to put up some snow totals, which, spoiler alert, have really trended down. I don't think we'll be dealing with much there south of Kansas City for sure. So that is what is coming to you in the forecast this morning. Lots to talk about tomorrow. It's a crazy storm. So all this is brought to you by State Line Group of Hume, Missouri, 660-679-1103. Check them out on Facebook. You can see pictures of all of the projects that they can do from you, from gravel spreading to dirt hauling, whatever you need, rock, dirt, sand. Give these guys a call. I appreciate them sponsoring local weather coverage today. That's Kyle at State Line Group from Hume, bringing you today's forecast. Appreciate that very much. Where do you start with a system like this? Well, the temperature is what really gets my attention. I mean, you're going to be really surprised come Monday morning. We all are. Of course, you won't be because you've been watching me, right? But hey, mid 70s today. Here's temperatures is what we're looking at right now. Mid 70s today. And as I said, we're going to cool down into the upper 50s to the 60s is all tonight. Pretty awesome there. So this is actually starting to pick up over here on the right side of your screen to where the change begins tomorrow. And I thought that'd be a good place for us to start today. So we will start to feel a steady, steep decline in temperature. Looks like between 10 and 11 o'clock Sunday morning. And let me tell you, it just absolutely plummets down from there. So let's look at current conditions right now. So out here in the tan, we have a high wind watch. And it's interesting to me where they have gone ahead and issued the high wind watch. We'll see if a wind advisory becomes necessary for the rest of the area. But high wind watch is out here in east central and central Kansas. There's still a red flag out to the west of that. However, high winds, and then it picks up here in northwest Missouri. And I think this is really key because I think the bulk of the snow and the wind that does come together with the snow on the backside of the low that I'll show you in just a second really affects this area the strongest. So that's where we would be talking about possible reduced visibility is up here for you guys in Atchison, St. Joseph, Savannah, on up to Maryville area. So may even see, if you can believe it, for the middle of March, may even see a blizzard advisory come out for this area if all of those conditions come together, and it's strong enough to do that. But count on seeing a wind advisory for the rest of us. So 43 degrees on its way up to about mid 70s for your Saturday morning. So like I told you, pretty great. Watch how this system just goes. I'm just going to show you overall big picture so that you can kind of understand the entire forecast. This is starting at mid-morning, about 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow. We start with some rain. We have a huge dry slot for a few hours, and then the snow builds in. But look what happens as it gets to about state line just east of KC. Snow really starts to fade out because the system is moving rapidly off to the east. But look what happens on the initiation over here. Sunday we have a line that sets up. It's going to skip a lot of our area. It's going to push off southeast, right? But we could be talking about strong winds. I think that is predominantly what we're going to be talking about through this entire forecast period. But let's be a little bit more specific. Here's about 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. And I think this is kind of initiation time. It's from like Butler, Fort Scott, Pittsburgh, Warsaw, Warrensburg, possibly up to Moberly, Kirksville. That's the line. So that is where I think storms will initiate. So you're going to see some rain, and you're looking at this like, well, it's not very much rain. It's not for very long. Absolutely correct. But you're going to have strong wind gusts with this as well. So I think that's the line where things get started. And like I say, this is about 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. So as we move towards the 10, 11 o'clock hour, this is going to sweep off to the east-southeast. Strong winds over all of the area behind this front for sure. But with that severe weather outlook that I just had up, and I'll show you that again, looks like it's going to intensify in terms of possibly damaging straight line winds the farther east-southeast that we go. So we will be paying attention up here earlier in the morning, just in case. These could still produce some 50, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So could absolutely have some strong storms and possibly some severe thunderstorm warnings, maybe between Butler, Clinton, Eldo, Wablo, Warsaw. If it happens, it'll be Sunday morning, and that's about where it will be. Okay, so then it's windy. Then the winds change direction. And then here comes, this is Sunday afternoon. This is about 2 p.m., 2 to 3 p.m. that the snow starts to wrap in. So it does fade out, but, not before. We probably have blowing snow for sure north and west of Kansas City. So we're talking about northeast Kansas that gets a snow impact first. And look what happens in Kansas City. I think we just have blowing flurries, probably a couple patches of heavier snow coming down, but it should be north of Kansas City. So north of KC, St. Joe, Maryville. And this is about 3-4 p.m. on Sunday. So look how quick everything changed. And look what happens. It gets east of Kansas City a little bit before models start to say it falls apart. So, we're talking about northeast Kansas, northwest Missouri for that blowing snow and possibly some blizzard advisory coming out on account of the high winds. Down south of Kansas City, I think we're pretty much off the hook. But if flurries get going in those winds, it will be unpleasant conditions for visibility and temperature overall for sure. So here is that severe weather outlook again, just one more time to let you know for sure. Most of us East Kansas people, you are general thunderstorms. I don't think anything really initiates over there. No data says that it does. So it's really right in here, south of Butler on up to Chillicothe, Kirksville. I think that's where thunderstorms will get started. How strong will they be? Not as strong as when they get southeast. So that's what we're paying attention to. Okay, but get the strength of this cold front. I actually wanted to show you because, like I said, the winds are going to be the craziest piece. So when do the winds pick up? It's actually between 2 and 4 on a.m. on Sunday morning. So most of us will not be aware of that. Overnight people absolutely will. So the winds pick up between 2 and 4. Look at the strength of this front. Boom. There is Sunday between 9 and 10 a.m. That's when the front moves through. But there's some potential 47 mile per hour wind gusts out in front. And then the wraparound on the back is just as strong, if not a little bit stronger, up to 50 mile per hour wind gusts the entire time. So it's going to be a change in wind direction, but that persists until we're into Sunday night. Strong front, strong winds persist behind the front. So it's going to be after midnight on early Monday morning, late Sunday night, before those winds start to drop down. So let me go back over here and put up your 10-day forecast because not to focus all on Sunday. So take a look at this. There you go. 10-day forecast. So we drop down. That Monday morning stuff is going to get your attention. Monday morning. So temperatures in the teens. I think the wind chill values are definitely in the single digits because it's definitely going to be windy. I have no question about that. So Monday morning, wind chills, single digits, start to climb back out. And then by Wednesday, Thursday, look at that, 70s and 80s, and we stay there for a while. From Monday on, it's dry, by the way. Dry and warm from Monday on. We just got to get there. So that's what I know this morning. Hey, have an awesome Saturday. Have a great weekend. I'll be paying attention to things tomorrow, and I'll keep you posted. See ya.